What is going on, guys? My name is Gooby. Thanks so much for tuning back into the channel. Today what I got for you is going to be the 4 things I think Call of Duty World War II has to do to save, quote-unquote, save the Call of Duty franchise. Now, before this starts off, I want to apologize for being inactive these past 4 days here on YouTube. I've been pretty busy with schoolwork, and it's just been hard to make videos and get good gameplay. So this isn't the best gameplay. This is just some 30 kill TDM on Hijacked and BO2. I'm not even playing any of the new games. I love playing this game, and I'm probably going to continue to play this game for quite some time now. I might go back to IW at some point when they add some updates, but until then, I'm playing this game for now. So basically, the other day, Sledgehammer officially announced, and so did Call of Duty, that Call of Duty World War II is going to be the coming COD this fall. It's official, it's been announced, and every leak that was put out, on Twitter, I put some leaks out here on my channel. It all turned out to be 100% correct, and that's pretty awesome. It all looks pretty cool. There's some images that dropped. I'll probably make another video on that. I might, the images look pretty sweet, the graphics, everything, all the details look really awesome, so I'm really excited to, get to play that game. But otherwise, now, as everyone knows, the Call of Duty franchise has been, quote-unquote tanking, not doing as well. They moved in the future and hasn't been too well for them ever since, so they're going to go back to their roots and hopefully get this shit right. So, I made a little list here and I wrote some stuff down of 4 things I think they must have in order to, save the franchise, make the games good again. Now, I've been playing Call of Duty for just about 10 years, maybe a little over 10 years, so I think I have a good idea of what works and what doesn't, not calling myself an expert or anything, but if you have any suggestions or what you think might work well, make sure to comment them down below. I'll be reading through those, because I want to hear what you guys want too, because obviously, as a Call of Duty community, we all want different stuff in the game. A lot of us like the same things, a lot of us like different stuff, so let's jump right into it. So the first thing, then, I think this is on everyone's list, would be good customization options. Now, when I say good customization options, I want them to related to the World War II times. Now, obviously, if you played Advanced Warfare, that is also made by Sledgehammer, and that was like the first, boosting around, jumping COD, and the customization options in that game were pretty hectic. You can basically, change your character into a damn clown, and it was pretty hectic, so I don't want any of that. I want this game to stay, traditionally World War II based and look like a World War II game. I don't want anything that looks, out of the era, if that makes sense. I want it very traditional, but, other people might have different opinions. So that's the one thing I want, character-wise, customization-wise. The next thing I want to talk about weapons a little bit. Now, obviously, I think the weapons should have awesome customization options. If you played the last World War II COD that came out was, World at War, and you can only add, I think, a total of maybe 3 attachments total there were for a weapon. And some of them only had 1 attachment, so I think having more attachments would be really, really sweet. Maybe give us some more extended clips, grips, red dot sights, stuff like that. I'm sure they can find a bunch of different stuff. I want to do more research and try to find some awesome attachments that were in the era, and hopefully make a wish list video as well. The next thing I want to mention is camos. Now, I think having a good variety of camos in the game will keep players engaged, and like unlockable camos is always a really good idea, and I'm almost going to guarantee that we're going to see those in the game, because unlockable camos is now a big part of COD, and I'm assuming you can buy camos as well, because that's another thing that they've been, putting in the games for the last, 4 or 5 years, is buyable camos, because, Call of Duty now relies on a lot of, purchasable things you could purchase, whether that be DLC, camos, supply drops, which is another thing I'll mention later in the video. But yeah, I think camos, keeping them realistic, would also keep players engaged, so I'm looking forward to seeing what camos they bring into the game. Now, the next thing I wanted to mention is going to be dedicated servers. That's just as it is, dedicated servers. Now, if you've been playing BO2, this game connection-wise is pretty awful. I just want some dedicated servers, in the next COD, so we don't have one host that just has horrible connection, but they have 4 bars and they're just cleaning house on everyone else, like it happens in this game. And this game, I'm shooting at someone, they're bouncing around like a pinball, my game freezes, and then I'm just dead. So that's really frustrating, so I'm hoping we get some good servers. I'm assuming we can. I've trusted in Sledgehammer. I thought Advanced Warfare was a solid game, so I'm looking forward to what they can bring. And the trailer, like I said, 2 days away. I'm really pumped to see what they're going to bring us in that. Next thing, no specialists. And I know, people think specialists is, the futuristic stuff, but specialists is just the general ability that someone has. And the last thing I want to do is, pull up on some dude that's running around with some damn Gatling machine gun that kills me in 1 bullet. There's no specialists. I think the whole problem with, people getting fed up with COD is because they kept everything they added in, from Advanced Warfare on. I think they should just stop putting that in. Games like Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, not too complex, but a ton of fun to play. So they got to keep them like that. They can't be adding in all this new stuff that they added, because it didn't seem to work that well and people don't like them. So keep that out of the game. Now, one of the last couple things I wanted to mention is really nice maps. I want to see some nice maps, and especially with this next-gen technology, well, current-gen technology, considering they've been out for almost 4 years now. I want to see some really nice maps. In World War II, I want to play on some really cool maps. Maybe, you know, bombed France. I'm playing in France. Maybe we can be playing in Japan jungles, somewhere in Iwo Jima, or some really cool maps. Again, let me know what you want to see down below, because I'm sure that we're going to get some really cool maps. Because, you know, CoD 5 had some pretty dope maps that I remember, especially DLC maps were pretty cool. You had Bonsai, which was the bridge in Japan. It had, like, swimming underwater and stuff. I think it was remade in BO3 as well, but I just want to see some really nice maps, and I'm assuming the graphics are going to be really, really nice. And I mean, the closest resemblance to the maps I can think of that would be on, you know, a current gen would probably be Battlefield 1 has maps that are similar, even though the era is a little bit different. And, you know, now the last thing that I mentioned that has been on everyone's mind is supply drops. Now, they're going to be in the game, I'm assuming. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't add them. It's a huge moneymaker for them, so I don't see why they wouldn't add them. I just want to be cosmetic, no weapon variants, and just keep everything cosmetic, you know, unlocking cool stuff for your armor. I think the MWR weapon, I think the MWR supply drops are, I mean, it's not a great system, but it's probably the best one that we have for supply drops. So something like that where you get uniforms and camos that actually relate to the era. So let me know what you guys want to see down below. I'm going to be reading through those. If you guys did enjoy, found this video informational, make sure to drop a like. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to drop a sub. That's much appreciated. Like always, my name is Goobies. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace out.